Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Ninth Legion, and today let's play a new series of Star Wars Empire at War, Thrawn's Revenge, and this time we're playing the version 2.15. We are not playing the 2.2 demo this time. We're actually going back a step to an older version of the game, because I want to play as one of my favourite factions in the game that is very understandably going to be getting nerfed soon. That's right, we're actually going to be playing as the Pentastar Alignment. They're a very cool faction. They start off kind of in the top corner of the galaxy. And the one reason I say they're completely overpowered is because of their starting fleet. Now, the starting fleet is largely composed of older ships. We've got a lot of old munificent frigates, we've got some old acclamator carriers, and we can build Venators and stuff like that. So they've got a lot of old Clone Wars tech. However, they also start off with not one, but two Super Star Destroyers. We have the faction leader himself, Ardus Kane, in command of an Executor-class Star Destroyer, the Reaper. He also has a friend, Jarek, a Sith Lord. He works as a Jedi in ground combat, but he also functions in space combat as another capital ship. He is actually flying a Vengeance-class Star Dreadnought, which is pretty cool. So you actually start off with two SSDs, which is a bit much. And then on top of that, we actually get a couple of battle cruisers as well. These older Praetor II class battle cruisers. These are bigger and stronger than Imperial Star Destroyers, even the Mark II versions. So we've actually got like four really big capital ships. The problem is, we have four really big capital ships. Our starting position isn't great, because we're quite close to Zinj, we're close to the New Republic, we're close to Thrawn over here, well, Thrawn's Empire at least. So we've got a lot of enemies and a lot of borders we've got to keep an eye on. So we're very strong, but we've got to have the ships in the right place for it to make it count. Now, we are playing the Art of War GC here, so we have 91 planets to play with, and all the factions are unlocked. We don't get to see all of these factions in the 2.2 demo, because they only had a couple of them ready for that. So we're going to start off. We need to start moving our fleets immediately. As you can see, we've got ships everywhere, and we kind of need to get our ships into the front line so we can, you know, start attacking people and having fun with that. One of the first things I want to do is split up the Super Star Destroyers. You don't need two Super Star Destroyers in the same fleet. Certainly not at this part of the game. Right, we'll send Jarek off that way. I'm going to send Kane down this way. I'm going to start grabbing all these ships and moving them towards the front line.
Navigating.
Jarek, you will get some reinforcements as well.
Confirm.
Including a Praetor. So we'll have an SSD and a Praetor in each fleet. Now, we've got another character. No, not there. That's not where I'm trying to go. I'm trying to go over here. I'm going to move this guy, Gregor. He is actually a decent ground commander because he offers some significant cost reductions. As you can see now, I've turned on the starports. We actually do control 3 level 3 space stations, so we can actually start building capital ships straight off the bat. We can build most of the newer Imperial tech, but also we can build a bunch of the older Clone Wars tech as well. I generally go for Imperial Star Destroyer 2s almost exclusively, and then start working up to additional Praetors and stuff like that. I believe in the 2.2 version of the game, they have made a bunch of changes, which is why I wanted to do this playthrough now, rather than wait for 2.2 to come out. Largely, you don't start off with 2 Super Star Destroyers, and you do get some other stuff as well, but they've tweaked it just so you're not starting off as the most powerful faction in the galaxy, which is, you know, maybe a bit much. Maybe. So I want to move you down to the planet, because you offer a price reduction, so we'll keep you there. And I do want to start moving our army, so we can get that all clustered up. And once we've got people in position, there we go. Move you over there as well. Okay, we've got to look at our frontline situation, which isn't great. We actually have a lot of ways into our territory, and I want to move on those pretty soon if we can, before the enemy steals a move on us. We need to block down this area almost immediately, so let's set a Pathfinder ship here. We probably don't want to head in with the Super Star Destroyer. It would be embarrassing to lose the Super Star Destroyer right off the bat. So let's put that. We've got a lot of munificence around. We'll use them as our Pathfinders for the time being. We'll gather up our armed forces, and we want to start spending our money. We actually have had a couple of weeks go by while I've been talking about stuff. So what I want to do, I want to spend all my initial money on mines, or sorry, for the Imperial factions, it's tax collection agencies. The Republic gets mines. But I want to get our income increased. So anywhere we can, I would really like to start building mines. Debrillion, there's not really much point giving you anything else to do, so you might as well just have tax collection. I think basically every planet gets a tax collection agency at the start of this game. We can always get rid of them later.
Building
There we go.
started.
That will up our income, because as you can see, our income is only 680 right now. That is pretty low. We're definitely going to want more income going forward. Borosk is a pretty important frontline world, so I'm actually going to queue up a hypervelocity gun. This is our ground-to-space weapon.
Constructing.
It's pretty goddamn awesome. And we'll probably build a few more on various frontline planets. This territory leads to Thrawn, which I don't want to poke at the moment. I want to let him kind of fight everyone else down here. This is the Empire of the Hands territory. We don't want to piss them off too early. I would like to see what they've got there, so we're going to build this. A probe droid that allows us to scout enemy systems.
Vehicle in
We'll
production.
get one of those going, and I think, because this Borosk has a tendency to get attacked, I've noticed, I think I will also queue up... Let's get a heavy trigger shipyard going there. That'll be good. We're going to want a few more ground troops, so anywhere that can make ground troops for me. Start queuing up some of these. I'm going to go for Pentastar enforcers over the commandos.
Training soldiers. Training soldiers. Training troops. Training troops.
There we go. And at some point we're going to need a ground production facility, so let's queue up a light factory there as well. You were probably going to save up your slots for CNR Fleet Systems, which offers a 30% discount, but we do need a lot of money for that. For the time being, just build some more ground troops for me. And... don't know what to do with that last slot, actually. We could put a production facility here as well for light factory, so we can get more stuff being built quickly. Or we could put a hypervelocity cannon there, because it is a level 3 space shipyard. We do want to make that a tough fight for the enemy. We also want to do that Jaeger miner, probably. But that we'll see. Let's, for now, go on the offensive. Let's take Garqui.
I see.
And I'm going to move you, Jarek, to Citruk. And we're going to go nuts, because we have 2 Superstar Destroyers. We are ridiculously overpowered. That is the Imperial Remnant over Citruk. Let's jump in and say hi to them. Looks like they've got a couple of ships there. An industrial world in the Outer Rim, Citruk 4 is the capital of the Citruk hegemony. The hegemony belongs to Satar Prestage and his family, Fraud Advisor and Grand Vizier to Emperor Palpatine. Ooh, that's very impressive. Well, you're going to wish you had more ships here, mate, because I'm coming in hot. I'm coming in really, really hot. With 1 munificent frigate. Okay, that's not an impressive start, but you're going to see what we're bringing next. So we might as well use this as an opportunity to show off what Jarek is actually flying, because it's a slightly unusual design. Other mods do have more of these ships, but to start off with, I don't believe you can actually build another of these ships. I think this is just a one-off.
Choose your reinforcements.
So we'll show you the Vengeance class. It's a slightly smaller Superstar Destroyer. It's not as big as an Executor, I don't think, and I don't think it's got as many guns. But against a couple of Interdictors, some Strike Cruisers, and some Carracks, it will probably do the job pretty handily. So let's just drop you
As you wish.
right there, and kind of watch chaos unfurl. I mean, it's a Superstar Destroyer. It's got all the guns in the world. Various ships are going to start just getting annihilated. Let's see. I would like you not to be running... Okay, you've lost your engines. Let's focus down your engines, because you're faster, and you'll get away from us. There you go. No engines for you. Alright, let's get rid of your engines. That, whatever that was, just got blown up at the back of that. Maybe a Lancer. Now, this thing is only 18 of our fleet points, so I can actually still bring in the Praetor 2. There's no reason to really drag this out, so we're going to drop the Praetor 2 battlecruiser right here and have that just annihilate the station for us. This thing isn't as good as a Superstar Destroyer, but it's still pretty powerful. How are we doing over here? You have about to lose your shields, and your engines are about to go boom. Alright, just take out that shield generator so you don't regen that. And then switch over to you, and take out your engine as well. We don't want anyone escaping from this if we can avoid it. You should be destroying that pretty quickly. Your shields are holding nicely. We don't really need you in this fight. Glorious. Okay, they've both lost engines, so they're just going to die pretty quickly. Our fighters are actually doing a decent job over here. We just get the basic Imperial fighters from these kind of ships. So TIE bombers, TIE fighters. The older Clone Wars ships will launch a variety of stuff. So for example, the Munificents actually do give us a squadron of Skipway blastbanks, probably the best bombers in the game. So then, you know, even though it's an old frigate, you do actually get some decent use out of it. Right, you're about to explode. You're about to explode. You're doing fine. We've got a lot of fighters on us, but I don't think it's a problem. Shields are only down to half, even though you've got pretty much the entire enemy fleet firing at you. And that's about to explode as well. One of those Interdictors has already gone down. The Interdictor class Star Destroyer, they're so cool, I love these guys. Especially in the older lore, in the old books. They're pretty awesome. Let's bring in an acclimator.
Navigating.
There we go. That was enough to push them over the edge. You're not going anywhere. You don't have any engines left. Do you have engines left? Oh, they've got a Lancer that might better get out. I do like the old Venators as well. They're pretty cool.
Watch for enemy ships.
Yeah, they got away with a single Lancer. That's fine. I think we can allow that to carry the message of what the hell just happened here. Pretty significant losses for this, first battle we've got.
Tactical battle imminent.
And we are doing the same over Garqui, which appears to be... Wait, who controls this planet? Oh, it's controlled by the New Republic, but in orbit is an ATST? What? That's not a ship, game. That's crazy talk. What are you on about, game? That's not a ship. I'm assuming... Do the New Republic even get ATSTs in this version? I don't think they do. That might not be a New Republic fleet in orbit. I think that's some transports that we've caught out. Might actually be Imperial Remnant. Ooh, okay, they do have some defences here. That looks like a pair of Golem platforms. And they've got some ships scattered around. Let's get our sensor data going up. We'll start moving you forward. We might, if there's a bunch of transports around, we might need all the ships to chase them down before they can escape. Oh, we actually had 2 squadrons of skip rays. Okay. Yeah, these things aren't bad. I actually like them. They've got a decent amount of firepower. It's got a lot of guns for its size. Okay, what do we actually got? They've got 2 Golem platforms, no space station, and why are you green if you're fighting TIE fighters? So that's got to be the ATST, but these are New Republic ships. I don't quite understand, because this is not the New Republic colour, and only the New Republic gets X-Wings, don't they? That's kind of weird.
Choose your
But you know what? I don't have time to worry about things being weird. I'm just going to drop a Super Star Destroyer in between these Golem platforms and go nuts. So Kane can have fun with that. And I do want to take out this transport, so let's drop a bevy of munificence on top of them. Because again, they do have a lot of guns, so they should make fairly short work out of you. Problem with small targets like this is they are quite hard to hit. Ooh, are we in range of the Golem platform? Oh crap, okay. Yeah, you just got your shields wiped out. Okay, everyone kind of needs to blow that thing up for me. You kind of need to get out of there. Small targets like this are really hard to hit, but the skip race should actually do a lot of work on it if they did what I asked them to. Okay. No, apparently they got out of there. We didn't take any losses, but we didn't get the kill I was looking for. Although we took out 2 Golems. I don't know whose Golems they were. Oh, now there's a New Republic fleet here. What? Okay, can I engage the New Republic fleet? What is happening here? I swear. Okay, I want to destroy that fleet as well, please. It's only a small fleet, but there's a couple of MC-80s, MC-40, and 3 dreadnoughts. Yeah, okay, we're going to have to leave
If you insist.
and come back. I'm not quite sure what happened there. But it's fine. We're just going to do this. Oh. Why is the game, like, lagging out on me?
Indeed.
Weird. Right. Let's get you guys boosted up there, because we're going to need you to come down and take part in this soon. Right, there we go. Now we can actually take on a proper fleet. This is a decent amount of firepower, but again, we've got a Super Star Destroyer. The Pentastar alignment in this version of the game is all about overwhelming firepower. We have the biggest guns of anyone else in the game right now. So we're just going to steamroll all over them. This is going to be exactly what I didn't want to do in the previous campaign. We're just going to be dropping in Super Star Destroyers on top of people, because sometimes it's just fun, and you want a lazy day, and you don't want to worry about tactics. You just want to go, hey, you've got 2 cruisers down here. That's nice. Be a shame if someone dropped a Super Star Destroyer on top of them. And there's almost nothing they can do about it. The problem is, the Super Star Destroyers, while they're big ships and there's a lot of firepower in them, you know, they can only be in one place at a time. And the rest of our ships, especially at start, aren't that great. Now there's a chance you could actually cause some damage to my ship. I don't want this to take forever, so I'm actually going to drop in... Let's drop you in back here in case they start trying to turn around. Those filthy rebel scum, if they try and leave, we'll give them a bad day. We do actually have another character here as well, Octavian Grant. He is in command of an IST too, so we can actually bring in some proper Imperial ships if we want to. But I don't think we're going to need it. Yeah, they started running away as soon as we came out of hyperspace. Fairly understandable. Our shields do take extra damage when you come out of hyperspace. You take, I think, twice as much damage until there's a small timer that resets, but we should be okay. Oh, please don't get away. If we can take out all their engines, we have. That would be perfect. That's 2 cruisers down. You guys lost engines? You have. I think they just got away with a bunch of fighters, and those fighters were probably freebies as well, so Yep, we destroyed their entire fleet. Not much you can do when an ISD just drops in on top of you to say hi like that. Now, I do want to take the ground here. It doesn't look like they've got any buildings or anything, but they might have a garrison or two. So let's grab all of you guys and head over to Garqui.
I'll be there.
Also, I want to check out over here what's happening. Looks like someone's having a battle at I4, or I4. I never know how to pronounce that one. Right, let's grab you and invade the planet. We might not have to do a ground battle if they don't have any troops there. What does the game say? The game says...
Invasion commencing.
The game says invasion commencing. So they must have at least one unit of troops. Can't see any buildings from orbit, but sometimes it looks like they don't have buildings and then they actually do. So, we'll see. Now we've got a bunch of forces here. We've got the Pentastar enforcers, which are basically like stormtroopers. Actually, we also have some stormtroopers as well. But we also have, let's have a look. We've got some of the old saber tanks from the from the Clone Wars. We have a A9 floating fortress, which I don't like too much, but it does have a sensor scanner, which can be very handy. We've got these old Hailfire droid tanks. We've got the AT-PT walkers, and we also have low altitude assault transport, the LATs. These things are great. They can just annihilate stuff, but if they get caught out, they will be destroyed pretty quickly. We also have a Dark Jedi with us, but I've never actually used them because honestly I prefer shooting stuff. Let's grab you and you.
On my way.
That'll max us out, and then we can move up and start taking some ground. So their base is down here. They have a shield generator. Interesting. Okay. I say we move up this way, grab these two spots, come down here, take that on the way back, and then take out their base. I'm not expecting a huge amount of resistance, but we'll see. Yeah, so they've got base shields, which means they must have a power generator, which means they might have turbo laser turrets. So we've got to be a bit careful.
Moving to secondary position.
We will gain 1100 credits from winning this fight, which probably means I should be spending money building some ships as well. We'll speed up time until we actually meet the enemy, which can be a bit dangerous because you can, just run into them and start dying before you can react. But again, I don't think they've got that much stuff.
Support order acknowledged.
Okay, let's just stop here and grab that. We can get some more reinforcements.
Landing zone.
Let's see. Let's grab that actually so we can get some sensor scanners going. And yeah, we'll grab the LATs.
Order acknowledged.
And maybe some more infantry. Sure.
Moving out.
At maximum unit capacity.
Ready. Yes, sir.
And then the next one we want to capture is right there, so it's actually only a short journey away. The infantry's going to take a while to come out. We don't actually have to wait for it. Cool. Right, let's use you and trigger your ability and see what's actually happening in their base down here. So, we can't see much. Let's try and grab the... I think the buildings are normally kind of around this area, so let's drop that there. Nope, nothing. Okay. They might only just have that shield generator. I'm going to put the LATs on the keyboard quickly so I can try and control
Aerial
them
artillery
a bit quicker.
reporting.
And everyone please move up to the next point and grab that for us. The LATs are pretty fast, so they will get there first. But as long as there's no one actually here... Oh, hello. An abandoned turbo laser. Okay, we will take control of that, thank you very much.
Roger.
Don't remember that being on this map, but okay.
Moving out.
If we keep someone there, we'll make sure we have it and they don't. LATs, I wouldn't mind
Ready for orders.
if you would check up here for me.
We've secured a landing zone. We've
Got
captured
another
an
landing zone.
abandoned turbo
And a turbo
laser
laser.
tower.
Engines
There we go.
activated.
I was clicking too far up here, I think. Maybe they could move up there. What's actually up here? Oh, hello. Abandoned heavy factory can produce pod walkers.
Receiving orders.
I like 3 units, so let's grab
Reporting
some
in.
pod walkers. I think this will produce 4 or 5 and then explode, but that would be pretty
At the
handy
ready. As you wish.
because they're free. So if we just send them in and they get killed, it doesn't matter. And pod walkers are actually pretty powerful. They've got those big tripod walkers with big guns on the front. I think you only ever see them once in Revenge of the Sith, the last prequel movie.
We've captured an abandoned
Cool.
heavy vehicle factory.
Right, you're going to start producing stuff for me. Let's
Ready
take
to
you
receive
out. I want to
orders.
scout with you guys a bit. So let's
Squadron
see what's
moving
up
out.
here. As long as we don't run into a turbo laser
Transit
turret,
proceeding.
we shouldn't have too much trouble.
Command
but there
received.
might be more facilities for us to capture.
Right away. Moving out. Heading out.
Oh, there might be nothing.
The enemy is
Oh,
approaching.
hello. Right,
Attacking.
take out that guy for us. You should be able to handle this pretty well. They've got pulse lasers, beam lasers, rockets, like a whole bunch of stuff. The rockets are pretty good actually because they will penetrate
Firing.
shields. A little bit of damage, but that's fine. They can just work that down. That'll get rid of the shield, and we don't have to worry about if they've got any... Are you producing stuff for me or not?
Roger that.
Where's my podwalkers, damn it? Oh. Okay, you're not going to build me podwalkers. That's mean. Yeah, they don't do a huge amount of damage. Main damage is in rockets, but they fire fairly slowly. But they'll get that done. Meanwhile, everyone else can come with us. We'll leave you guys there to just hold on to that turbo laser turret.
We'll cover you.
And what we'll do is start
Providing
moving down
backup.
here. Once that power
The
generator's
enemy
gone,
base shield is offline.
they won't
Downlink
have to worry
active.
about any turbo lasers. So that'll
Destination
be good.
ahead.
Alright, everyone start moving out. Let's see. Oh, hello. What was that? Oh, we found another tank. And the tank's dead. Perfect. Are you going to make me any podwalkers? Damn it, I wanted
Warm up.
3 expendable units.
Squad, move out.
Very, very disappointed in you all right now. Okay.
Right behind you.
Bombing
People
run
move them
available.
I mean, they must have got those tanks from somewhere. So they must have... I mean, there could have been a garrison, but I'd be surprised if they didn't have a building. What's that? That's a bunker. That's fine, we don't have to worry about that.
Come on, man, this way.
Is that my... Oh, that's just my infantry following us.
Lead the way.
I don't think we need to worry about that, getting that last capture point. I have a feeling they don't really have much. We do have a lot of money in the bank, though, so I'm actually going to spend some credits. I'm actually going to fortify this planet now. Because if we build on these spots and win,
Right away, sir.
we will actually have these here the next time we fight.
Squad,
You go over
advance.
there. You go over there.
Move out.
So let's put a... which one's which? Anti-vehicle turret? Let's put anti-vehicle turret there.
Constructing.
Actually, I'm just going to go for all anti-vehicle turrets.
Turret
Just to
constructing.
fortify this opening, because normally we can fight off infantry fairly easily. With like even a couple of units. And anti-vehicle lasers aren't terrible at killing...
We'll check it
They're
out.
not terrible at killing infantry, but anti-personnel lasers aren't very good at killing tanks. So I usually favour the anti-vehicle
Construction
ones
complete.
if I get a choice on the matter. Right, we're kind of into the base. There's this huge kind of wall structure here
Complete.
that closes off the actual base area, which does give you a nice choke point to defend as well. Oh, there we go, another tank.
Moving to
Right,
secondary
everyone
position.
move in and kill that for me, please. Oh, crap, okay.
Engaging enemy.
He should die pretty quickly. There we go, and they do actually have a factory here, so let's get rid of that. Got enough firepower that we should be able to get this down pretty quickly. Okay.
On my way.
You can see one of the latter's already taken a bit of damage. The light tanks can do a surprising amount of damage to
We'll
these things.
assist you.
Okay. Save me checking out the other side of the map. Is there anything over there? No. Alright, move up here and just take out this. We've taken out 4 tanks now, so that's actually 1 unit of tanks. Oh no.
We'll
one
cover
more.
you. Providing backup.
There we go.
Right behind
Destroyed that. They can't have much more.
We are
Nope, in fact they don't have
victorious.
anything else. There we go. That is another victory for us. We've taken out a decent chunk of the Rebel Alliance fleet and taken one of their planets from them.
Planetary
So
control
we turned a nice
achieved.
profit there. I'm pretty happy with that. We've also secured the edge here because we've taken Citric. So grab you back up there into orbit and get ready to move on and take Citric on the ground. I think this fleet will probably move on to I4 next, or F4. Someone in the comments tell me if it's an I4 or an F4, because I don't know when I'm too lazy to Google it myself. But I think for now I'm going to take a break here. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you're looking forward to this series. Do feel free to leave a like, leave a comment and subscribe if you did. And hopefully I'm going to see you later on for the next one of these. Bye.